Hi again, boys and girls. It's me, Miss Hodder. So today I promised you that I'd talk to you about revising. So you created your draft yesterday. I'm sure you did a fabulous job. I'm sure you saw like a bunch of mistakes like I did on mine. But that's the fun part because today you get to fix all that. Okay, so the two ways to do that are on this anchor chart right here, revising and editing. Okay, so what are they? If you look on the left, it says revise. Now, we always use the acronym ARMS. Like A stands for something, R stands for something, M stands for something, S stands for something. It's just an easy way to remember. So if I say revise and I think of arms, oh, that's right, A, I have to add sentences and words. Definitely have to add things. Sometimes R, I have to remove unneeded words or sentences. M, move things around, change a sentence here or there, maybe even cross things out. And that's substitute. You're going to trade words or sentences for others. I know that when I revise mine, a lot of times I'll just cross out a part of a sentence or a whole sentence because I don't like it or it needs to be better. So, I definitely wanted to show you all of that. If you look to the right, I've done my draft. Okay, I showed you that yesterday. I showed you my draft. And today, and I made a copy for you for on the screen, I did my revising. Now, revising, try and use a blue pen. Sounds crazy, but whenever you focus on like a blue pen, things stick out more, and then it's easier for you to do the writing process. So just an idea. Do you have to use a blue pen? No, but is it helpful? Yes. All right. I used a blue pen, but then I also put blue dots next to my errors so that you could just easily see it. So for example, if we check out my draft, I want you to follow along as I read. What I'm doing for revising is I'm rereading my paragraph over and over again and fixing things, okay? Along the way, if I see a spelling error, I know that's not quite what I'm supposed to do right now, but you can change it if you want to. I mean, if you see it and you want to change it, that's fine. But try and hold off until we do some editing, because that's what that's called. Okay, so it says meeting my new students for the first time every year is something that always gets me excited. So I noticed that I spelt first wrong, and I know I'm supposed to wait, but I couldn't, and that's okay if that happens sometimes. The T in first, and every is Every, so I crossed that out and put an E. And then I thought, gets me excited. Well, I'm trying to get my reader to visualize what I'm feeling. And so I used kind of like a really good word, an adjective. So it's something that always gets me extremely excited with an exclamation point. So then I knew that, now they know that I'm like really, really, really excited. So that's kind of, yet I'm adding some good words. Next sentence. When they sit down at the desk and look at me, I look at a lot of faces, and I get to be the one who gets to teach them. Okay, so I knew when I reread that instead of saying they, who's they? Oh, the students. So let me cross out THEY and put the students. So when the students sit down at a desk and look at me, and I kind of switched this around. I just didn't like the way it sounded, so I crossed half a sentence out, and up above I kind of added what I wanted. So if you see, and look at me, and I look back, comma, I still get butterflies that I get to be the one who gets to teach them. So that sounds better to me, and I like the word butterflies. It kind of, again, gives a visual feeling how I'm feeling. So I'm going down to the next sentence. It says, I get to teach them new math, new science, new reading, new ways to write. And we'll just stop there. So I'm noticing that the sentence was too long, so I divided it in half and then I changed it up. So now I have things like new math, new science, new reading strategies, and new ways to write. I was kind of more specific with that group of words. Next sentence. I have been waiting for weeks to introduce myself and tell them we will have. So that's where, remember yesterday I was like, oh, I want to fix that, but I just have to wait. What I changed it to when I was revising was I have been waiting for weeks to introduce myself and let my students know how much fun we will have. Where? In our third grade classroom. Okay, so that's what I wanted to end with. And that is my paragraph explaining to you how I feel about meeting new students. That's revising, okay? I want you to try that with your draft right now. If you have a pen of a color of some sort, or if you just want to use your pencil, that's fine too. But you go ahead and I want you to reread your draft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, however long it takes, to make sure it sounds and looks really good, okay? All right, go ahead and get started.